Hey buddy, Brick Baron is back, man. Thanks for being patient with me. You guys know I've been back in school now, getting the classroom ready for the kids. So I haven't had a lot of time to upload a lot of videos. So let's get right at it and not waste any time. Looking at the Big Ben today, big set at 4,163 pieces. It's a whopper, but man, I am absolutely loving and digging this set. For me, I don't know about you, but when I think of London, England, man, I think of Big Ben. It's the first thing that pops in my head. And once again, Lego nailed it with the design. Absolutely gorgeous set. Can't say enough good things about it. Now, for the 2-year projection for Big Ben, I chose the Pet Shop, which was released in 2011, but recently retired about 6-7 months ago. Now, it's still in its saturation phase, but at a retail price of 150, its current value is 170. It's actually creeping up there pretty nicely. Parts value of 264. So a good spread as well. Now, currently, this Pet Shop is reselling at minus 34% of its parts value. So very solid numbers for the Pet Shop, a little higher than I anticipated. Now, for the 8-year projection, I went back and I went to the Statue of Liberty because like Big Ben, what Big Ben is for London, I think the Statue of Liberty is for the USA. It is what we think of. It's the first thing that pops in my mind, at least. I'm sure a lot of other people as well. This set was released in 2000, retail price of 200, current value of 1,500, a parts value of 2,871. Now, this set currently is reselling at plus 88% of its parts value. Now, you have to understand before I go any further, this set has a lot of sand green bricks in it. And you guys, if you follow my channel, know I've mentioned this before. Sand green is not a color now Lego does a lot with year to year. This set just happened to have a lot of it in there. That's usually pretty rare. Sand green bricks on this set are reselling at, well, if you look at the price per piece on this, it's 50 cents per brick if you want to part this out yourself on the secondary market. And that's why. So Big Ben, getting back to that, we had the two sets to look at to kind of compare it to. We have the Pet Shop and we also have the Statue of Liberty. So we're going to move forward with those. The nice thing about the Big Ben is there's no minifigures to talk about, so we can move on and skip this slide and move right into the spread. We've got a parts value of 522 and a retail price of 250. That's a great spread. It doubled, more than doubled. It's exactly what we want because the higher the spread, the more the parts value, the more potential there is for investors. 2 years after retirement, we have a raw number of 344. So where are we getting that from? Well, the parts are worth 522, minus 34% for the Pet Shop, and 344 is our result. Then the question is, do I agree with the raw number? Yes and no. I think it's going to be a little closer to 300. I'm a little more conservative, but it certainly could go for 344. We'll see how that goes. 8 years out, we have a raw number of 981. Now, I did not adjust for the increase in the parts value with the Big Ben, and here's why I didn't. Because the parts value on the Statue of Liberty is astronomical because of the sand green bricks. The Big Ben has a lot of tan and some dark tan elements, and those are much more common colors that Lego produces every year, so there'll be a lot greater supply, and the parts value will go up in 8 years, but I felt with a high percentage of 88%, I wanted to keep the projection a little conservative, so I kept the parts value, the original parts value, untouched. So we get 981. Now, do I think the 981 is reflective as a raw number? I do. I think it'll actually be a little bit higher than this in 8 years. I think it's more likely to be $1,000 or slightly over $1,000. So that being said, yes, it is a buy. That's kind of a no-brainer for us all, but I would advise you that you might want to consider holding off on this one for a little while. It's not going anywhere. It'll be on the shelf at least for a couple more years. There's some other big sets out there that are closer to retirement, like the Simpsons house, which I think are, I would suggest you picking that up first before you get this one. And that's it, guys. I'm keeping it kind of short tonight, and I want to thank you for watching. Please keep in mind, I do watch, or I do read all your comments and your messages that you guys post. I do appreciate that a lot. It's been very helpful, a lot of the feedback that I get. Due to time right now with school and all being in full throttle, I don't have time to respond to many of them, but keep in mind once I get into October, I'll get some of my free time back. So just bear with me, man, and I will talk to you later. Bye.